I'm ready for a jump scare. Anyone else? I'm moving my headset a little bit. Oh, I have to move it. No. 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 Oh, all of them. I don't want to do them one at a time. Today, my dear friends, I actually learned about this game on Instagram. It's called Detective Grimoire. I don't know anything about it. Haven't looked it up, as per usual. I'm going in pretty blind, actually. I haven't been recommended this one. And it sounds detective-y. You know me. I like my puzzles. I like my things. So we'll see how we go. Detective Grimoire. I don't know much about it. I know it's a detective-y game, hence the title. That's as far as I kind of get. Let's see what this is about. The beginning. Headphones. Oh, I'm scared. I got a bad feeling about this. I'm not looking forward to this. Okay. Ooh. Let me know if you guys can hear that well.
"2025 last night. A murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marsh."
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here? I don't get it. Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in this swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old lady. I still don't see what matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
We've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file? There's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
Right, small and Lego. I'm like, there was something about this game. I went, ooh, that's interesting. I kind of like the idea that it's detective-y, but I also really like the art style and what's going on. Richard Remington, founder of tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 20:45 last night. Exact cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information. Oh, I see. So we've just got... Okay. Cute suspect. Okay, I wonder if these numbers are going to be useful later. Am I overthinking already? Probably.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
The hat. Aww. Now we gotta go find his hat.
Your case file is in the top right.
Thank you.
You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here.
Okay.
When you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
So do you just know the answer? Oh. It's a point and click. Okay, let's have a little look. Let's see what's going
That's
on.
where I need to go. I
Okay.
can switch to walk mode with the button in the bottom right.
Oh.
And if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
Brilliant. Oh. Okay, so I can either just interact with things or I can click this to travel. Got it. Okay. Interesting. Oh.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't.
Oh, these
remember.
animations.
Of course, you're not at remembering. I should be offended, though.
I remember you, but I've been trying to forget. Whoops! Oh no, I didn't mean to click it!
Trying to forget.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow.
Oh,
It would
trigger
be
finger.
late for you.
Well, if you let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and
You'll
behave.
get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a different sort of creature.
Wait, what do you mean? If you... She disappeared.
Where'd she go?
I might pretend I imagined her. Is an opportunity for a photographic memento.
That's what I'm
The two
thinking.
characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting?
Oh, we can't take a photo?
I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here. Don't forget to use walk mode to move around.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Just my luck. The
Oh,
gates
well-
looks like I can move these middle latches around. I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably.
Ah, cool. Is it quick and drag? Heck yeah. So what, they need to go down there? Yeah. I'm gonna leave you in the middle here. So I'm gonna leave you in the middle there. Oh. 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 No, really? Gosh, that got really heavy really quick. Okay. No! Damn. I knew that was gonna be a problem. What if I drop you like right at the start here and then... No!
Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office. This is the tourist attraction? The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking.
don't know what
Drag
time
any
it is.
two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom, and flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence. Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclusion. Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere.
My beard? My hat. Bogger's tourist attraction is far too remote for the murder.
A tourist attraction is far too remote for the murder to have happened. What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. Oh, maybe it's this way.
swamp is far too remote for the
I should
tourist
have read up here.
attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me. What's the story behind this play?
Good question. Let's go walking. I'm gonna go to the
I should
cafe.
visit
Oh,
the crime scene before I do anything else. I think Officer James said it was to the west.
okay, fine. Okay. Is there anything else around here that
A
I
rather
can...
prominent tree stump leaning over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore.
That it is.
I should visit the crime. I think Officer James.
Fine. Can I see
These
these?
flower petals seem a little out of place lying
Yeah.
around over there.
That they do. Alright, let's go.
Rocks sitting in the water like stepping stones. If that was a natural occurrence, it's a very convenient.
you bastard! You actually almost got me, Scott. I felt the inside of my skin jump. That one was a lot less subtle. Thank you, Anonymous. That was a natural occurrence. It's a very convenient one. Nice whoever did that. Straight after, too. Well, we gotta go towards the shine. Ooh. Ooh.
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
Founder of the tourist attraction was found dead. Okay, so we've got some slime, we've got some footprints, and we got the suspects. Well, here are some footprints. Oh, there's...
There are bizarre footprints with three toes leading up to the office door, and back down into those reeds by the water. What's this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here in the water.
Oh.
I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
Okay. Oh, golly. Righty-ho. So it goes here, and around, and up here. Three.
That's the one, but I wonder where this lockpick came from.
A lockpick discarded near the entrance to Remington's office, covered in a strange liquid slime, most likely used by the murderer to break into Remington's office. Well, we've got the slime and then got it. Next, yeah, cool. And then what's this one? Oh, a map of the tourist attraction, generously donated by the mysterious little girl. When I'm exploring the swamp, I can access my map from the map button in the corner. Yeah, cool. Uh-huh. Well, shall we carry on? Because you jumped out here. Hold on, let me...
There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside.
Ooh, wonder if it was pushed out.
I can't get in here without a key. Maybe if I get death.
Oh, do I have a... How do I use it? This one? Aha. Can I use it though? That's neat.
The strange footprints stop right by these reeds. Maybe I should take a closer look. Maybe I can move some of them out of the way.
I'm ready for a jump scare. Anyone else? I'm moving my headset a little bit. Oh, I have to move it? No. There's a foot. No. No. Oh, all of them. I don't want to do them one at a time. Okay, quick.
A strange pair of green flippers, badly hidden in the reeds outside the office.
Okay. Strange green flippers. Who left these lying around? Maybe it wasn't the green monster. So do I leave?
Ah,
Oh.
some suspects.
Hello.
Let's get this investigation started.
I want to talk to this guy. He looks cool.
All right, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say
I'm
that bit out loud?
sorry.
Maybe not. Maybe I
Oh,
can
it's
hear your
filming.
thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder. Obviously.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
It's my 23rd name, but it's the one I like best. Ooh, how sassy. He was pretty sassy with the first one. Detective is my first name.
It's my second name. Detective is my first name.
Oh.
You were here yesterday, I presume? Last night?
Yes, I was.
Here, in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
Huh. Oh, what do these mean?
You should ask someone else.
Okay.
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Vanderpeer. You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked
Oh,
with
so
him
keen
for
to talk
many
to him.
years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really? But why did he want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Ooh. Well, thank you for your time. Ah, you look magnificent.
No, I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you anyway?
He's
What a
scouting.
question. You're serious? I am Vincent Vanderpeer.
The famous movie director?
The artist, the visionary, the auteur.
Love
I'm
him.
a man of many talents.
Let's hope you have a talent for answering my questions. That is a very talented beard you've got at least. I heard your work was going down. Oh, fighting words. No, let's keep it a little sassy. I'm not brave enough. I'm not brave enough.
That's great. Let's hope
Not
you have
yet.
the talent for answering my questions.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
Then I'll be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
Vincent Van Peer recently got permission from, I guess, Richard Remington to film here
Vincent
in the swamp.
Vanderpeer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Vanderpeer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
Oh. When I'm available. Oh. Maybe we should. I know. Now I'm regretting not being ruder. Challenge. Oh.
I
Oh, hold
heard
on.
This isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
He's denied your permission. in the
Remington has
past.
denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way.
Yeah, I'm a little sus too.
I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
The voice acting. Wonder why. Time to use my notebook. Actually, it sounds like me. I'm a bit like that. I start a new job and I take my little notebook with me and I'm like, hey, can't wait. I am famous. I am the boss. Oh, okay. Well, of course it's money. It's always money. Right?
That's the one.
Makes sense. He gives him an autographed picture? No, come on.
I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It
And
made
there it
sense,
is.
since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time, either.
Were you working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed I was working. Very hard indeed. Well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest. But yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual. Yes, difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burrow, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and
Oops.
I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective, but there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Let me listen. Oh, we get to watch it? Oh, hold on. Let me read this first. Footage recorded last night at the exact time of the murder. Filmed by Vincent Vanderpeer in the clearing on the west side of the swamp near the crime scene. There is nothing to see, but various clues can be heard on the audio track. Listen to them in order. Oh, I'm scared.
Oh!
Oh, so he must have dropped. Oh, okay. So creaking would have been the floorboards, or the ramp going. Oh no, it was putting floorboards.
Oh!
reckon that they went through the door. That's them opening the door, and then what's his name? RR goes, who are you and why are you in my shack? He goes, boom. RR falls backwards. And then of course he goes, and he falls out the window, holding onto the curtain, and obviously falling off. I kind of suspected that, but...
There's a narrow path here leading up that hill. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction.
You could always try it out. Is there anything else to talk to him about? I think we're done.
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not
Well,
the
yeah,
way
for location
this director
scouting.
works.
But
Okay.
what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering this
Yeah, what is it?
area,
Got it.
the history, the atmosphere. It's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy. About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course, but he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. Looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
What
Is there something I
hobby?
should ask the cameraman?
Vincent doesn't explain why Bobby was nowhere to be found.
Vincent Vanderpeer doesn't explain why Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. I think that's pretty close. Maybe
Scott!
Bobby Burl needs to do a little explaining.
I want to see what happens. Officer James lied to me. Damn, I can't quite do it. Okay, Bobby Burl.
Bobby Burl doesn't explain why Vincent Vanderpeer was nowhere to be found last night. What is that?
I don't know, but this is better. Bobby Burl lied to me because Officer James was so
Bobby
useless.
Burl lied to me because of... What is that supposed to mean?
Ask Scott. He knows. Okay. Oh, duh. Vincent told me Bobby was nowhere to be
Vincent
found.
Vanderpeer told me that Bobby Burl
They
was
just
nowhere
said
to be
that.
found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burl doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
That's what we were saying. And then I got distracted. Alright, Mr. Cameraman. Where were you really?
I heard from Mr. Vanderpeer over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
You
Yeah,
did.
you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had a walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with
I
you?
got a bad feeling about this.
Time.
Me too. You lost it in the swamp and went looking for it. You left it with Vanderpeer and he used
You
it.
left it with Vanderpeer, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around? You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
You got lost in the swamp. Vanderpeer said you had a hobby on the side. You were collecting samples of swamp water. No.
Vanderpeer said you had a hobby on the
Am I
side.
cross-checking?
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here. I left my video camera, yes. But I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've
Really
always
old.
enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? It was for fun.
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Fair enough.
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect. Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Oh. I don't like doing this. Oh.
What? Is that,
Got him.
Is that Boggy? The swamp
I'm gonna say
creature just
Boogie.
standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
A blurry photograph taken by Bobby Bell shortly before the murder. It shows something that looks like Boggy in the woods at the back of the swamp. The being in the photo seems to have long legs. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling a whole Mystery Incorporated thing coming on. If it weren't for you meddling kids, I would have gotten away with it. We'll see. Meg, that's what I'm saying. Mothman! 100% Mothman. Even the photo looks like a costume. Like, these look like oven mitts, you know? Alright, well, let's carry on. Maybe we go across this way, because that's where the arrow is. Oh, the museum.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
I guess what we saw before.
That museum is, which makes it look even more out of place in a swamp. Is it being held up in wooden supports? It's bizarre.
This is a bit strange. We
The
try.
door's jammed unless I can get these brass handles out of the way.
Oh, I don't like that. La 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 la.
Seems like I can rotate them around, just until the gap in the middle is clear.
Easy. Don't even try me.
That top hat guy would have so struggled with this one.
Well, we are kind of amazing, so. Oh.
Let's see here. This journal belonged to the explorer who first discovered Boggy in this swamp 60 years ago.
Wow.
I'd better take a look at this. This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy. It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
A journal recorded 60 years ago by the explorer who first visited the swamp, the only record of Boggy existing, contains notes and sketches on the appearance of the swamp creature. Boggy is shown with 3 small claws on each arm. Boggy's feet are always hidden in the water. There seems to be a page ripped from the back. Huh. Okay.
Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place.
Okay, well, let's put these ones there. And then we'll put these ones here.
I don't think these gloves are part of the exhibit. It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
That's what I thought. I didn't say that. They look like oven mitts, that's why I put them in the middle. According to historical sketches, the skin would have had a number of spots and patterns similar to that of a toad/frog. 3 prominent sharp claws, supposedly the primary weapon of the boggy swamp monster. Some early sketches even showed a small thumb. These flippers, they're not part of the museum exhibit, that's for sure. And they've got slime on them. Interesting.
There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked, though.
So,
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
you're incorrect, detective.
How did you know I was a detective?
Love these
Was it my
characters.
stylish trench coat, my sensitive, inquisitive manner.
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right, that's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you
Agent.
doing?
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook. I'm doing a drawing of your beautiful face. I'm writing in my diary. I'm writing bad things about you.
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook.
Oh, they just leave it there? Alright, cool.
So, if you're not a tourist, and you don't work here,
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
so you're visiting the museum for fun.
Ah!
Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Ah, what kind of secrets? It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology. A fascinating combination of scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the
Cryptozoa?
speculation front. Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My
Excellent.
knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
Is
So,
that right?
You'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you, if you're in the mood for a little light reading. Let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do. Something for beginners at least.
Thanks. Information about Boggy collected by Agent Felder. Boggy's swamp became a protected area after reports of hunting in the area. Boggy's appearance has changed from the original sketches in which he has 3 claws on each arm. The modern character has simple fin-like arms instead to make him less threatening. No footprints were recorded in the journal, but some experts believe that information is out there somewhere. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I did notice that it was a bit more aggressive, a bit more scary. Huh. Okay. And looking at this one, it's definitely... Yeah, it's... Come on, it's Scooby-Doo. Come on. If it weren't for you meddling kids. I want to know what... Is that just meant to be dust? I guess it's meant to just be dust.
Some educational facts about swamps. Did you know swamps are gross? Yes. Yes, I did.
Let's see. Ooh.
The rock path leading back towards the museum. This staircase is a tree. And this tree is a staircase. And this place is so weird.
I agree. Oh, I'm hearing creaking.
Someone please tell me why there's a house here. Well, the lights are on. Maybe somebody's home.
Not always. Yeah.
The latch is broken on this door. It seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs if I just put them in the right place.
Oh,
Once
okay.
they're on the right pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
Can do. What, 3? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go 3. So I'm gonna go a big one first. I think, I think a big one needs to go here to grab both of those. And then just one small one here to, oh, maybe not there. Oh, okay, hold on. What if it's a trick? What if I put it there and then here?
Perfect. I am amazing.
Well, oh, hello. Cute hair. I'm a fan.
You just walked straight into my house, did you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't exactly have to climb up here first. I'm paid to walk to people's houses. Sorry, I would have rung the bell. I had to climb up.
Not exactly. I had to climb up here first.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention, but I can make exceptions for harmless idiots.
Do you get any attention up here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
No. I could make an excuse and say it's my job to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you. I'm Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you.
Your job is to ask me about what happened last night.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Oh, that sounds useful. Can you tell me? What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
What else?
That's it.
Thanks. Just give me a minute to write all this down.
Tell me about Boggy.
I'm not even sure who that is.
But you live here.
I have nothing good to say about that man, so I won't say anything at all.
What do you do here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born, and I have absolutely nothing to do with him, or his little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone. Even longer than, well, anyone.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
What have you been doing for that time?
And you
If
don't know
mind
Boggy?
asking.
I have many reasons to be here. But I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure there's one detail worth writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area.
Oh, good to know.
Or a happy dog, or just a happy,
What
happy,
about this
happy
little
dog.
chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set. But if you bring me an object that has liquid on it, or inside it, I'll tell you what that liquid consists of.
Wow, how do you do that?
Chemistry.
Slime. A page from Weybridge's book of pressed flowers contains information about all the flowers in the swamp and where they grow. The green and red species only grow around the side door of the museum and can't be found anywhere else. But that side door was locked. It's good to
A
chat
little
with her.
blanket on a little bed in a little house. It makes very little sense. This is like an oven? Or is
All
it
right,
just a
that's
boiler?
it. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family.
It's so old-fashioned, it hurts my brain.
That's fair.
There's a whole load of needles and wool on that shelf.
Wrong.
Or should I say yarn?
No, there's definitely needles and wool on that shelf. I want to ask... Oh, why are these slimy now?
Let's see.
Oh, because I can give a sample.
First thing we do is put the
Ah.
sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap the faucet.
Okay. Oh, like this? Huh, cool.
And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients.
Oh,
That's
okay, it's gonna be a
not
blue and yellow.
what-
Got it. Okay. I see what's happening. Took me a while.
Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Okay. What about
There's
flowers?
samples of flowers that grow in this area. 2 of them you don't see very much anymore. And one of them only grows around the museum.
Children don't see very much. One of them grows around the museum. Okay. Well, I assume this would be the same
Let's
then,
see.
right? Yeah, I don't know how to do this again. I know what 2 colors make green. I just didn't realize that's what they were doing
it.
here. I thought there were
Now I
ingredients
know
they were
what
looking
I'll
for.
write it down.
Alright, well I'll go talk to someone else then. Hey, the cafe!
Predictably, a trash can. And I just can't resist taking a look inside. The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here.
Maybe. What is this? I see a drawing.
Hello, what's this? Just a piece of paper? Or something more sinister?
These look like designs for a buggy costume. What's going on around here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we found the mitten, so we found the...
Are we really talking
Oops.
about a swamp creature here?
So we're not talking about the buggy character, something like the swamp creature and the buggy character, I reckon.
The costume design I found in the trash can explains
That sounded
what
good.
Burrow's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in.
Okay,
That
we
black
got there
and
the
white photograph.
around
I'm
the back
not
way.
sure I'm looking at the real boggy here, and I think these
That's what I was
designs I
saying.
found in the trash can might be the answer. I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that, there'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
Well, we've already got 2. Oh, chapter 2. Oh, that was quick. What time is it? Oh, yeah, let's do chapter 2.
I
Oh, you're
have
back.
something for you.
Another
Right.
gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on the office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
The
First wanna
tables
go
and
down
chairs
here.
are made out of parts of a ship, I think. Never really learned much about ships.
I love how down to earth this detective is. He's so funny.
Grass, trees.
Oh, let's go talk to this guy.
Ah, yes.
Papa.
I heard they were sending somebody over.
So you're Detective Grimoire?
At your service. Well, kind of. Yeah, you're a suspect too.
Of course, of course. Feel
I think
free
he's
to
wielding
be
a
as
knife, too.
suspicious as you like. I won't be offended. You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
This murder case, I'm sure I can handle
I
it.
mean, this murder case? I'm sure I can handle it.
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
Ooh, buggy costume
Someone
new.
made a costume to look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these
Good
sketches I
question.
found in the trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet.
So,
About your
you
job,
sit in this boat all day
Harper.
and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who's hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Well, how long is that?
I've worked in the swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He ate one nearly every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks for the information. You've been a real big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice. Try it.
It looks like... It looks... Well, I'll try some. Later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
Well, Bobby Bell was there. And the swamp juice has been taken. Richard Remington probably left the cafe feeling ill after
Richard
a bog dog.
Remington left the cafe feeling ill after a bog dog sold him some swamp
Oh,
juice.
whoops. I didn't change the last one. Let's try that
Richard
again.
Remington left the cafe feeling ill after
My brain
Harper
made sense.
sold him a bog dog. Harper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
True. What about last night? Let's just see what
You're
his
going to ask me
alibi
about what I
is.
was doing last night.
I was going to. Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening, and I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton staff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff?
Yeah.
Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He just has a
Was an
weird
old man.
green
His
powder.
health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
The mustard. I reckon it's the green powder.
A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick. Hence the lockpick.
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Yeah, actually. Because it's the same. A popular drink sold at the cafe in Buggy's Bog has the appearance of strange liquid slime. Harper says a lot of swamp juice has disappeared from his stock recently. Well, it's the same look as, you know, what's on everything else. I'm gonna go back down. Oh, you're back.
Aha! The great detective returns. Did you run out
That's
of
creepy.
ideas? Need a little push in the right direction?
Nah, ignoring you.
I'm getting a new idea. It involves ignoring you.
Like it or not, I'm here to help you.
I get it. You give me a map, then you magically disappear and hide behind a tree for an hour. Want me to be impressed?
Did you talk to all the suspects yet?
I'm working on it. You can't rush these things, you know.
Have you noticed anything unusual?
I notice that this is going to take longer than I originally planned, and I'm getting the feeling that I wasn't wrong about this tourist attraction.
What do you mean?
I had a hard time believing there could be a place like this here in a dark corner of a swamp. It didn't make sense, and it still doesn't.
Some things don't make sense straight away. You need to look a little closer.
At what? The mud? The water? The trees?
Nope. They've been here for years, and they're not to blame. They belong here.
She's gone again. Hiding in a bush, no doubt. I wonder if she'll ever tell me something I can actually understand.
So the nature belongs here. I guess people technically don't. I'm gonna use her key over here.
Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped. This door has two
Try it.
keyholes. So, which key should I use in each one?
Oh my gosh, this place is creepy.
Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about Boggy. He was obsessed.
I'm wondering if this is a prank gone wrong. Oh, but there was a Bane.
An ink bottle spilled into his work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings.
Buggy.
It's a letter
Oops.
Remington before something caused him to spill his ink bottle.
Well, I'm sure he was
My
writing
dear
and they went,
Philip,
ah.
I received your note 2 weeks ago, but I've only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close. All due to the simple realization... the rest is obscurity.
No!
What a tease.
Such a tease. Rude. Oh, look at
It's
that. A note.
note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF.
FF.
And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect. The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea.
Hey!
Vincent Vanderpeer's business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back. Vincent
Can I see them?
Vanderpeer?
There's just a map
There's a
underneath.
map of the swamp. It's been annotated in a few places.
Gosh, so there's the gun.
An old hunting rifle, discarded carelessly near the window.
Oh, I wonder if the shot was actually coming from Richard Remington and not the person that went in. New theory. It was a prank gone wrong, so someone's dressed up accordingly. Not Hunter. Maybe it was the old lady in the tree. Or the little girl. They dressed up in costume. They wanted to surprise Richard. Richard freaked out, got the rifle, tried to shoot Boggy, missed, but the recoil from the shot pushed him out the window or made him lose his balance, and that's why it's so carelessly thrown. And it's near the window. I was be near the door if it was intentional. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think it's a prank gone wrong.
This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore.
You think it was a little girl? It might be. I mean, she knows a lot. Like, she knows what's going on. I'm hella sus of her, to be honest. An old-fashioned hunting rifle found discarded on the floor in Remington's office. I can't inspect these. Okay, cool. So that's I think where we're going.
Photos and paintings line the wall above the fireplace, but one of the frames is empty. Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it together again, maybe it'll reveal a secret.
Ooh. Hold on. Why aren't they sticking? Ah, there we go.
This
Needs to be off
photograph,
center.
it's a young Remington.
It is.
Some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
Oh, good question. First Order of Cryptozoological Hunters, Headquarters 1963. A group photo of a hunting club, a younger Remington stand amongst friends. They are all holding rifles. There he is. Okay. He actually looks a bit like the cameraman. Might not be. Might be pure coincidence. Anything else here?
Hunting memorabilia. Claws, teeth. It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing.
That's fair.
It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows. Something about those three prongs.
There were bodily wounds.
I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly important piece of evidence.
That's what I was thinking. A fireplace poker hidden in Remington's office. It has 3 small prongs on the end. There is a small amount of dried blood on the tips of the prongs, covered in a strange liquid slime that we can see everywhere else. The 3 prongs match up with Remington's wounds. Could this be the murder weapon?
Have I uncovered a secret in here?
It makes sense to me. The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington...
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story. If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions. I should ask around, see if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
Ooh, good question. Oh, we're already in chapter 3. We got time. Alright, all 3
The
here.
open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off.
It has.
This is the creepiest office I've ever been in. Ever.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone on that. Is there anywhere else that I can... Maybe the fireplace?
This is the creepiest office.
Nope. Okay, what about the chair?
There are signs of a struggle between the desk and the window.
True. Okay, well, I hope to never go in there again. At least not for a long time. Well, let's go and ask Harper. See, now these... I also... Would it be the museum guy? Maybe. Oh, no, but maybe it was a little girl, and she went into the museum to get the gloves. And on her way out, she may have gone through this window that's boarded up now. Maybe she broke it, and that's why it's boarded up. Until they can fix it. Maybe. Richard.
You've been here so long, you must have crossed paths with Remington a few times. What did you think of him?
That man was a threat to the swamp. We'll be better off without him. Hopefully the curtain will fall on his little tourist attraction as well.
Better off? With a killer on the loose now?
There have been murderers loose in the swamp before.
What are you talking about?
In my time here, I've seen the swamp invaded by men. By hunters. Several times. They're relentless.
What are they hunting? Wait, What about Boggy? Is that why no one has seen him in 60 years?
They always fell short of their ultimate goal. That just meant they came back again and again, doing more harm each time.
But this area is protected by law, right?
It is now, but some men have no respect for laws, of any kind. They tried to get me to leave my home. I stood my ground.
Obviously. But this whole area is a tourist attraction now. I doubt Remington would have allowed anyone to march into Boggy's bog with a gun and start hunting down his main attraction.
Unless it was him. Maybe he was the guy. Okay, he didn't sound like a good guy neither.
I found these designs for a Boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
No, but that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
Well, these designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my crown, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it. Most likely he threw it away. A pointless gift from some strange woman.
What if we present... Well, all this is going to show the same thing, right?
Let's see.
Maybe I need to do it. Just so that it registers. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, see, it's this that I'm like...
Was that the same as last time? This
See,
was the
I'm wondering
exact same liquid.
if I need those to
Let's
maybe
see.
unlock the challenge.
And now...
I
Got the hunting
recognize
photo.
some of those men. Unfortunately, they've
Okay.
hunted in the swamp before.
Before it became a protected area?
Before that, yes. And one of them after that.
One of them?
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
I know what it is.
I thought you might. I'm supposed to look
Oh,
to
here
the
we go.
past, right?
Oh, Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorer?
Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
Correct. Well,
I've been
Miss
looking into
Weybridge.
the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today when you barged into my house. Remember?
so you were living in the swamp when the explorer visited. Oh, well, yes. You were the original founder. Ooh. Nah, this one.
You were already living in the swamp
That
when
one
the
we have
explorer
proof
came
on.
here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
Rude. I need to tell if the journal is fake. There's a page missing. I think you wrote something in the journal yourself. There's a page missing. I think you know
There's
where
a
it
page
is.
missing from the journal.
Because there is a page missing.
I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal? Or what, that I stole it?
Oh.
I really have no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind.
It doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs here, with me. You understand?
What if I promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then, I'll show it to you.
Is this you? He drew you into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
I think there's something on the back.
Oh, it's lovely.
What's this?
The legs. And the... Oh. And the footprints.
Footprints.
The lost page ripped out of the explorer's journal, given to Weybridge by the explorer 60 years ago. Features a drawing of Lady Weybridge at 20 years old. Also features drawings of Boggy's feet and footprint. He has 2 toes at the front, 1 at the back. This page proves the footprints found outside the office were not made by the real Boggy. Yeah. And we also found the feet. I mean, if nothing else, we found the feet. So, thank you, Weybridge. Where to? Is that girl still there? She's gonna jump scare me one day, isn't she? Not looking forward to it. I want to see, are there any challenges we haven't solved yet? Ooh, Agent Folder. Alright, well, let's go back to Le Museum. Oh, you're new. Hello, madam.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're...
You weren't here yesterday.
I wasn't. Did you miss me? I was in my office yesterday.
I know. I was in my office yesterday.
That's
You're
what I
the
said.
detective, right?
I'm...
Why is she stretching?
So, that was your hat I saw blowing through here.
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kind of dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and
Fair.
don't worry, you'll look better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
Is that right?
I
Good
didn't
job.
expect
Let's
to
go
see someone
through.
your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started
Fair.
working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here, exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
Alright, where were you last
When
night?
free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening, same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I'll just leave it here overnight. Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here? By the gift shop?
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
You got more of the costume.
Absolutely do.
A pair of Sally's black leggings. Sally says someone played a joke on her since they're covered in a strange slime liquid. Sally left these leggings in her bag and left that bag in the swamp last night. Well, this, plus that, plus this, we're just missing a shirt and a helmet and a mask. We'll ask her about Richard, then we'll talk about Boggy.
So what can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
I didn't have one. I think I spoke to him twice, ever. He usually seemed really busy, but more like preoccupied.
Preoccupied? Like he was thinking about something else? Something that wasn't this tourist attraction?
Who can say? What do old men think about?
What? Are you implying that I know the answer to that?
He does a bit. So I didn't even notice that. The color of the trench coat and the hair.
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You've never seen me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Well, you're right. I always wear these.
But I guess she didn't last night. Unless she's saying something. What if I showed her the photo? Because her leggings might be in
This
that.
was taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
Yes,
See?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. The water is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo. It's a nice shot, actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course. A reflection in the water.
What about costume
I can
designs?
draw way better than that.
Can you show me?
There's no time. Maybe in the sequel.
Oh, thanks developers. Let's look at our
It's
gifts.
a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look.
Ooh.
What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all.
We found the head.
It's some kind of roughly made costume head, I think.
That lining is the same pattern as the curtains in Remington's office.
And there's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside. 2 clues for the price of 1, I guess.
Headpiece from a homemade buggy costume, found hidden amongst the buggy hats in the gift shop. Has unusual lining with a red swirly pattern. The red lining was a piece ripped from some curtains. That's what I just said.
Hey,
I wonder if she can know more about it.
that is not something from my gift shop. I've never...
I might come back for you, Sally. Oh, that's right. We're on our way to the museum. Oh, she's here. She freaks me out, man.
There's a hollow part of the tree right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
Brace yourself for this. I hate
Here
that.
again. Ready with some cryptic advice, no doubt?
Don't let them take him.
Ooh.
Oh,
the
she
murderer?
creeps me
That's
out.
my job. I gotta make sure that
No, the creature. Don't take him away. This place is his home.
Oh, Boggy. Hey, don't worry. I didn't really believe he could be responsible for this mess.
You didn't?
Well, no.
I've always known who the murderer was, and it's not Boggy. Oh, why not? Let's entertain this kid.
I've always known who the murderer was, and it's not Boggy.
So, he won't get in trouble? You won't have to leave?
I hate the way
He's
she
been out here
talks.
for, what,
It just
60 years, hasn't he?
creepy.
And stayed out of trouble for that long. I have a feeling some detective isn't going to change all that in one day.
Well, in that case, he says...
I was waiting for something loud to happen. Oh, she's so nerve-wracking. Although I got an achievement, finished talking to the little girl. Crossroad protest clearing outside office. Where's it going? Oh, museum. Ah! I don't think I've gone there yet. Woods. Let's go to the museum. Oh! You're new.
You've arrived at a bad
Echo.
time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just you
Oh,
have the
he's also
same
a gentle
wide-eyed
sir.
expression as the kids that come here, running around, spending their parents' money. You know.
Oh, he's always spending his
It's
parents'
not
money.
every day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking this
Good
place
question.
is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well, if you say so.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
Why? Because it gives you an elevated sense of purpose? Oh my gosh! Detective. Because you're a good swimmer? Because you'd bounce if I threw you off a wall? Oh, I almost clicked that one. Oops. Why not?
Why? Because it gives you an elevated sense of purpose?
What? No. Because I always come back. Again and again. Until my job is done.
Interesting. Let's see what his job
You're
is. I mean, it's
protesting,
protesting, but...
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it was...
Not thought. Felt.
I felt... Well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against the tourist attraction? Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal day, this place is far from peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that. He's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis, assuming he's not going to mind. Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything. So instead, I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
Alright, Echo. Let's find out about last
You come
night.
here every day.
How are you?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting a tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I
also
may
got a
have
yellow
heard some
shirt.
stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down. What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A Boggy
It's
costume.
Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
He was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I bound it up.
But what about his costume? Have you seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
He says his cap comes down. Ah, big fan, big fan. Okay, okay. I reckon he doesn't like Richard Remington very much.
So what did Mr. Remington think of you? I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought it was, then he was even more of a fool than he seemed.
But he didn't like you hanging around, right?
That man was exceptionally skilled at ignoring me, ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what, he just left you alone?
He expected me to get bored and go home. He figured I'd get sick of this place and he'd have it back to himself.
But he didn't want it to himself, did he? He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure. Yes.
Oh. Drama. Well, he went to the
He
cafe.
seems like a good person. He even sympathizes with my cause.
He agrees with your protest? But he
We're
works
gonna ask
here,
him about
right?
the food.
And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him. Maybe everyone will.
We want to ask him about
No
the
thanks,
dogs.
my friend.
What? But he went to the cafe last night.
I'm afraid I have no idea.
Huh. Okay. What do we want about Echo?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
Echo is absolutely useless.
The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
What else would he... Oh.
What?
You're not a bad detective.
Well, I found the photo
Ooh.
in Remington's office. It was ripped up, though. I think he was some kind
He
of...
was a lot of things. Don't lose that picture. And show it to Mr. Harper before you leave.
Oh. Okay.
This is the journal, correct? The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course.
Talked about Harper. Maybe Boggy?
Boggy is my prime suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
Fair, but...
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost.
Okay. I'll try one more clue, and then I'm gonna go to Harper and show him the photo.
Show it to somebody else.
Okay. Let's go find Harper.
Hmm.
Hello, Harper.
You said you knew Remington?
Ah.
He and I knew each other for a long time. I came to work at his tourist attraction in the early days, when he needed help.
Well, what kept you here?
I know most people wouldn't want to work in a place like this. I actually like it here, so I was happy to oblige.
You might like it, but I still don't see why anyone would build a tourist attraction here.
Mr. Remington has his reasons. He probably had several. I don't presume to know what they all were. Even though we were friends, he had some secrets, some hobbies, that I was happy to let him keep secret.
Secrets? Hobbies? A secret hobby?
He was a man with a dream, I can tell you that much.
Where is the photo?
One of Mr. Remington's secrets. I never wanted to know the details, but these men travel the world, seeking mysterious animals to hunt. They consider myths and legends to be the ultimate prey.
I mean, probably get a lot of money for it. Let's see. Okay, so show him the hunting
That's
photo.
Mr. Remington's old hunting rifle.
Oh, here we go.
He usually keeps it around. For whatever reason, he was very fond of that thing. Looks like it was fired recently.
Well, that's what I was saying.
It's Mr. Remington's fireplace poker. This slime on the handle. It's familiar for some reason.
I wonder why. Let's ask about Echo.
It's here a lot. I think he's been putting less effort into his protests recently. Which is a shame.
Interesting.
I think it's an admirable cause.
Do you talk to him much?
Not really. Sometimes he likes to talk. Just casual conversation. He asks how business is going and what everyone likes to eat. Nothing of real importance.
Let's make our way back to the museum. And it unlocks something with her too. Oh, oops. It's the other way. It doesn't feel right. I feel like I need to go this way to keep going straight, you know? Anyway, this feels wrong. See if I can unlock a challenge with him. Hello.
So, Mr. Folder.
Did we not talk about him last night?
Yeah.
We mustn't
Were
have.
you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going
What
through
if
my
you already
files
missed me?
one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I've never been one to worry about other people's schedules. I come and go as I please. There's a key to every lock, Detective.
Oh, so you have the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick in getting through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I don't...
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
And what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to pick my questions carefully. The lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as
You
I
didn't hear
know,
me, but that's
Agent
what I said.
Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
Let's see.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies. Go ahead.
So, what are we showing Folder now? Where did I find this again? I found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence. I found these designs for a boggy costume.
Oh, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No, I believe the murderer was dressed like this last night when they attacked Remington.
If they were trying to scare him out of the swamp, they should have spent more time making an accurate design.
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
So tell me, Special Agent Folder, how would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been recorded?
Oh, well, that's, I mean, it's all a matter of taking the time to... It's just that there's no way anyone would believe nothing but foolishness.
I'm going to present his missing page because he said there's no footprints recorded, but on this missing page, there
the
is.
missing page of the journal?
I think so.
It's an important artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
Oh, is that it?
What can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
We didn't really have one, and now we definitely don't have one. But look, all I can say is that he was a coward who enjoyed watering down history for his own benefit.
What does that mean?
It means there are some chapters of this swamp's history that he never wanted anyone to know about.
Did he like you sniffing around this museum all the time?
I don't think he knew, to be honest. And even if he did, there's nothing he could have done about it. He has no right to this building. He knows that. We both know that.
Why not? It was part of his tourist attraction, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
The music's changed. Don't like it. Let me have a look here. Who am I? So I need Echo and Sally. I need to unlock some chatting with you. Clues. We've got everything except these two. And notes. Oh. Oh, there are no clues. Period. Oh, I missed one. Okay. Huh. Alrighty. Well, let's make our way to the entrance, maybe? Where we just keep walking around. Actually, let's see. Is there anything else in the museum I've missed while I'm here? Where's notes? Museum. There is. Alrighty.
Apparently the museum was founded by the explorer many years ago. In a different location. It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might explain why it looks so out of place.
Probably.
It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show.
Huh. Swamp Studios? Copyright? What if I swap
Boggy
sound?
playing the piano. He's having a grand old time. Apparently, this is the exact hat worn by the explorer 60 years ago. It seems everyone is destined to lose a hat or two in this damn swamp.
Interesting. Interesting. Is that... Okay, there's one more. I wonder if there's a way that I can click on dust, because I can see a lot of that. I might have to come back, because... That's what I was thinking. But I also want to get some more clues. Is there anything here? If there's something here I need to look at. Oh, really? I can't do it that way? I have to go... Rude. Okay, nothing there. Yeah, museum, I ain't found nothing. Oh, I haven't actually gone to the woods yet. Where is it? Path, woods? So I've gone to clearing. So, woods this way? Oh, I have.
The water's clear here.
Oh, there
I
we
can
go.
see my reflection in it. Not bad.
Oh, and there's bubbles.
What's this? Looks like this stuff in the water has been moved around recently. Maybe if I reposition them, I'll find a clue.
Oh, is it like legs? Oh, hold on. Excuse you. Oh, I see. Ah, fun. This one's going to go here for the bottom of the foot here, and then this one's going to go right there.
I recognize that footprint. It's the same as the one found at the crime scene.
It is, and the photo was him taking a photo in clear water. Okay, woods, we found everything now. Bridge. Treehouse. Okay. Haven't found much of the cafe either. Okay. Well, let's go up the tree.
Check out
Was it
that
here?
sunlight beaming through the window.
Oh.
It's so bright I should have brought my sunglasses.
Ah, maybe not you then.
The tree comes straight through the middle of the house. It even has little drawers carved into it. Okay, even I'll admit, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Oh, books.
The owner of this house seems to enjoy reading. Though, I'm not sure what else there is to do up here, actually.
Also fair.
I'm indoors. A little blanket on a little bed. It makes...
Oops. Hello. Oh, yeah, chemistry. Okay, so I do need to
Let's see.
check everything.
First, then
Okay.
Got it. Now I know. I'll write it down in my notes.
Okay.
The swamp slime. It's the exact same liquid again.
It is.
There's something about that green slime.
Ah, here we go. Found at the crime scene. The fireplace poker and the black leggings.
The fireplace poker, found at the crime scene, and the black leggings are covered in the same swamp slime. Sally's leggings. They link her with the crime scene. I'll have to ask her about it.
Alright, well let's go back down to what's-her-face. Oh, there's also something here I've missed.
Note to self.
Fair enough. Right? I'm missing something. Yeah.
It's the base of a gigantic tree. Was this entire place built around it?
Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's go towards the cafe. Let's go have a chitty chat to her. Okay, let's see. Can we get everything together?
They're covered in the same slime that was on the murder weapon.
Everything in this swamp is covered in slime. What's your angle, Grimoire?
Your black leggings were part of the murderer's costume.
Costume? Is that why someone took them out of my bag last night?
Well, you know, I don't have proof someone else took them.
If I had been wearing them when I committed a crime, do you think I would hand them over to a detective the second he shows up? Besides, look at them. What do you notice?
Wow. You're too fat to wear these. That's what I noticed.
They're loose and stretched.
That's right, someone else. Someone larger than me has worn these. They're stretched out, especially at the waist. It's pretty obvious.
So, let's see. Somebody stole them to use in their boggy costume, and then put them back in your bag when they were done?
If you say so. It's not my job to know all the details. It's my job to sell souvenirs. Do you want a souvenir?
Oh, fine, yes, but only if you choose one for me.
You look like you could use something to wind up. You can take this one.
Weird. A small plastic toy sold at the gift shop has the cartoony appearance of Buggy. Buggy's feet are hidden in a bucket of water. Well, that's like all the images. Buggy doesn't have feet. I don't know if he's flirting. I don't know. I'm confused about their relationship. No? Anything else around the gift shop? Okay, there's a lot here that we could look at. Let's have a little click around, see what's happening.
I'm not going to worry about how frail that wooden path looks. Nope. It's a map of the swamp. Mine seems a little older than this one, though. It's a photo of the swamp entrance. Or it could be a painting. There's really no way to tell, you know? Bonky dolls, bonky toys, bonky postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad. Well, I wouldn't wear it. Maybe to sleep in, you know, not outside.
There's not much else on the cart. I actually want to go back to the entrance. This way to go backwards? Yes. Because there's something else I didn't... Oh.
It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water.
So all of them say that his feet are hidden. Even that photo we just saw... Hold on, I'll go back and show you. This photo here has like the explorer and then Boggy in a bucket of water. Oh, hold on.
I'm impressed someone managed to pitch a tent here, and I'm impressed someone would want to.
Oh.
It's a colorful, Boggy-themed padlock. He's staring into my soul. It should open if I set the right number.
4 digits, hey?
You saw Remington last night, but had you met him before? Did you know him?
I've never really spoken with him, but we've come into contact a few times. Vincent likes to handle that kind of work, and I like to let him.
What do you think of this place? The tourist attraction, I mean.
I can't say I like the idea of a natural area like this becoming commercialized.
I know! I just can't understand why anyone would even try.
I think Mr. Remington had his reasons. He looked like a man with a couple of secrets.
Like what?
I have no idea. If I knew, they wouldn't be secrets.
Fair enough.
What can you tell?
Nothing whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait, hold on a minute. What if
Don't you dare ask.
This costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
What about your Boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer. Much cheaper, too.
What about you and Richard?
I suppose you've met with our...
He is quite small though, so I don't think that
Yes, I've been in and out of
he
this
would have
place
stretched
for
the
a
leggings.
while now. Naturally, I've crossed paths with Remington a number of times. Good value, that one. A real raconteur, you know.
You liked him? So far, I'm getting the impression he wasn't the most popular guy around here.
Well, that much is clear, isn't it? The man obviously slipped up somewhere, made an enemy or two, and bam, that's that. You just can't be too careful, can you?
Yeah, I think he did have an enemy or two. Or 3. But you liked him.
I respected him. Good head on his shoulders. Good business sense, that man. He understood how to make things work for him.
Ooh, actually there's stuff here.
Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Seriously, I'm not drinking that.
Fair enough.
There's a little locked door on the side of the ship here. I think it's part of the cafe. A shipwreck? And why is there a cafe growing out of the side?
Okay, those were the notes we're looking for.
Why don't you show that to some?
Oh, what if I show it to Echo?
It's a framed drawing of What a Shame. It's not even signed.
Aww.
Brightly colored boggy baseball caps. Is there something behind them?
We just did that. What? Oh. Huh, okay. A child's hat sold at the gift shop, designed to look a little bit like Boggy. Okay, we now got the gift shop, so nice. Let's talk to Echo a bit more. Are there any other clues? Maybe this?
No thanks, my friend.
Oh. Maybe the hat?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
Okay. Boggy mask. Yeah, we got the mask behind the hats, but it didn't activate the hats. It just did the mask part of it. And I was afraid to click on the hats again in case it reactivated the mask bit. But it didn't. It just did the hats. So, not sure. But I have the mask in my inventory. Let's keep looking around. I'm seeing if there's anything else around here. See, I went... Oh,
I'm
maybe.
impressed, and It's Echo's tent. I think he's been here for a while.
Okay, I reckon I need to undo this in order to get to that. But what would a 4-digit code be? Weebridge says the designs show inexperience of clothing. Oh, hey! We learn more as we... Huh. Okay, I hate this because it starts getting creepy sounding. So...
This is the creepiest off.
It is. There's one that I'm missing.
These I don't recognize
Oh, here we go.
any of them.
Okay, well we found it. Thank you for that. I'm out. I just need to get back to this music. I've asked everyone about Echo. Have I not? Oh, I haven't asked you.
Yes, I know him. He occasionally asks me about the history and biology of the swamp creature.
Makes sense
I
that you would know
explained
him.
to him what the real Boggy
Okay.
looks like and how they changed his appearance for the cartoon character.
Why did he ask about that?
Because some people are naturally curious. You should give it a try sometime. The real swamp creature had claws. 3
Here
on
we
each
go.
hand to be precise. But why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead?
Good question. I reckon you're going to be the one for me to talk to.
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. You're
Okay.
wasting your precious time, detective.
Okay, not that one. Feet?
Guesswork. Nobody can know what Boggy's feet look like. It's his greatest secret.
Okay, I actually have a lot more to talk about him.
Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on.
Ah.
This is just a piece of junk they sell to tourists. It has no resemblance to the real creature.
See, this feels like I'm done talking to him, but there's a lot more we're getting out.
I've never seen that before, and I never want to see it again.
Okay, is there anything else
An
exciting?
important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place.
What else would he...
So, you found it. I wonder who else knows about it.
Oh,
The man was
what
a
do
fool.
you know?
That's all you need to know.
Okay, you don't know much. Anyone else we can talk about?
Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I
Fair
think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything!
Alright, I think I found quite a bit with him now. Oh, 97% of the... Like, we're almost there. Very exciting. It's just Echo. Echo's the last one. We need to talk to... Sally?
What?
What? Okay, I spoke to her about Echo.
Yeah, I have a pretty good view of him from here. Anyone supporting animal rights is okay in my book. His protests used to have a bit more energy, though. He spends more time inside his tent these days.
What's he doing in there?
I'm happy to say, I don't know.
There might be something I can ask Echo about.
Okay, Echo spends less time holding the protest sign and more time in his tent.
Echo spends less time holding the protest sign and more time in his tent. I wonder if Echo can tell me what he's been doing that's more important than his protest.
Ooh. Okay, I'm getting really anxious. I can... Okay. I was not in the map. I was in my notes, so I didn't think that it worked. I can fast travel, and I find this out right at the end of the game. Typical.
Oh?
Alright, let's see how much I remember.
You've been spending less time protesting recently and more time, in your tent. Normally I wouldn't pry, but it's my job to ask.
Untouched people have even noticed something like that. I usually get the impression everyone else is doing their best to ignore me.
So, you admit it's true?
You can put your notebook away. There isn't really any reason for it. Nothing worth writing down, at least.
Well, if it's not worth writing down, maybe it's worth hearing.
In that case, you'd forget it.
How do you know? Maybe it would echo in my mind.
Look, if you take a guess and get it right, I promise not to deny it.
Let's work out why Echo was hidden away in his tent.
Oh.
Notebook time.
Notebook time. I have a silly... I love it. Tax, that's fair. I don't even know what this is. No one said anything about tax. I think he's scared.
Hiding from Boggy.
Why not?
Oh.
Why are you carrying that around with you?
I have a suspicion it may have been the murder weapon.
Really? I thought Remington was attacked by something with claws, wasn't he?
You'd like to think so.
Yes, Agent Folder. A good man.
You know him?
Get on rather well. And we shared a number of views on the way things will run around here.
So I've worked out everything about people. Now I'm trying to work out clues and notes. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to go with him.
I think it's time I went to talk to Officer James.
Oh, I'm scared. I want to go look at someone in here. It's probably the girl. Okay, let's go talk to Officer James.
You finally returned. Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I forgot all about him. I didn't find him. We'll be honest.
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
You know what? Let's keep looking. Because I want to see if I can uncover more of these. Where are we? Office, we found everything. Protest, we haven't. Protest is in the tent though. I need to find out what the number is, and the museum, and the treehouse. Okay, let's start with the protest.
I'm impressed someone managed to pitch a tent here. And it's Echo's tent.
He's been friends with him and is obsessed with Boggy. It makes sense that it would be in the
Models of
museum.
Boggy's claws.
Oh, hold on. It'll be on
That's a
here.
poster from...
MC, gosh, if only I knew. I don't know revenue rules. 1934.
It's a...
Was that the last one? Did I just get that? Oh my... I clicked on that before! Why are these not working? What? Whatever. Okay, let's go back here. Let's get that. 1934. There it is.
It's a journal.
Ooh.
I guess it belongs to Echo. Bad news. Remington is dead. I don't know what to do. Was my whole protest in vain? They'll shut this place down, sure, but I'll never know if I got through to him. That's all he's written.
Well, that's all we can get from him. Okay, well, protest we've gotten. Now museum we've finished. What's the bit that's going to be the light? It's going to be the light coming in going, oh, that's weird, that light's coming in when it's so gloomy and blah, blah, blah here. That's what I thought it was going to be before.
Check out that sunlight beaming through the window. It's so bright I should have brought my sunglasses.
Nope, okay.
There's a book on the table.
Oh.
I think it's a book about flowers. How fascinating. I must take some time to read it.
There it is. Okay. And then what's here? What have I missed? Oh yeah, there's stuff here. So I need to ask some people about this hat. Holder says it looks nothing like the creature. But they're already from her gift shop. That's why I'm
I
like,
just thought
maybe
it
she
was
won't give
weird that
anything.
His feet are in that little bucket all the time.
Oh,
It's just part
maybe
of the
she
character,
would.
yes. I'm surprised they don't sell some sort of boggy foot soaker.
And that would be the
Huh.
one product I'd consider buying. These hats look pretty stupid. Luckily, kids seem to like stupid stuff.
You sell a lot of them?
Yeah, they're pretty popular.
Huh.
They're mine, but I left them here last night. Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them.
Fair enough. I want to look through these real quick. So buggy hat we've gotten. We don't have anything else about the wind up toy. So oh, we have bug dog, and wind up toy. Okay. Surely you would know bug dog.
That's the food I saw Mr. Remington eating at the
Yeah.
cafe last night.
Before he got ill and rushed back to his office?
That's right.
This is going down in my notebook. It might be important.
I've done. Oh, I haven't
Good
done wind
example
up.
how Boggy's feet are never shown in any form. They often use that little red bucket to hide them.
Oh, I've got 100% now though. Do I? Oh, because it was both wind up toy and bug dog. Alrighty. Well, you know what that means. Now we get to go back to what's his face and do the thing. We're sorted.
Ah, you finally returned. Well,
We've got
did
it.
you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I didn't find him.
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
Love the name Grimoire. I don't need to.
I don't need to.
Final chapter.
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
Not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Boggy from last night? Let me see that photo.
Of course, there you
If
are.
that's not Boggy, what is it?
Obviously, it's a person dressed up. I saw that. Come on. I know, Scott, it's the reason why I haven't gone to bed yet. It's like 10 past 1, and I'm like, this game is so quick. Of course I'm going to finish it. Oh, then what is it? Or who is it?
I found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only
Okay,
that, I collected all the pieces of the costume myself. Well, nearly all of them. There's still the one
But
that...
the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature?
Well, they meet the shoes,
How can
obviously.
you prove these don't belong to a real creature?
Ah, whoops. I like it doesn't go back through to the start of the conversation.
What's this? I thought there were
There
no
you go.
records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The footprints at the crime scene don't match the ones on this page. They were just a product of these slippers. A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind. How do you explain
Correct.
the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
The fireplace
Claws
poker.
match up with the wounds perfectly. The handle's even covered in slime, see?
Ah, but this swamp slime was one of the reasons Buggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's not exactly what you think.
That is swamp juice.
This stuff is an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom at the cafe, which reminds me.
What is that exactly?
A poisoned hot dog. It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
So Remington will get ill and have to go back to his office.
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
Remington went back to his office? Alone?
Oh, I'm getting so anxious. So unnecessarily anxious.
I've been looking
Alright.
for your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I think we need to work
Video
out.
footage? Vincent Vanderpool filmed it last night, at the exact moment of the murder,
I'm
I
so
believe.
scared for
Well,
a potential
exactly.
jump scare.
I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through
You're gonna
them?
move it.
Just rearrange the
Oh, here we go.
descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the right.
This is what I described
Drag
before.
them around and keep swapping until you're happy with the order. And if you want to hear
Ah.
the sounds again, you can tap on them.
I'll if I want to go over my notes.
No, I know the order. Don't be silly. Culprit opens the office door. Remington cries out as Boggy appears. Culprit grabs the metal poker, stabs Remington. Culprit drops metal poker in the office, cries out in shock, falls backwards, rips some curtain. Oh, whoops. Back the other way. Remington fires. Oh, wait, hold on. Is it this one?
Oh.
Nope, that one. He cries and falls backwards. Oh, this one's this way.
I think that's it.
Ah, excellent. There's just two small details bothering me. First of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it?
It was put in the helmet.
Turns out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head
I'm
of the costume.
taking my headset
Then
off my
he
ears a little
fled the crime
bit
scene to hide
because I'm
all the
scared for
parts in
what?
different areas of the swamp.
Ah, well, that's my problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailant survive and manage to escape? Did Remington miss his target?
At point blank?
I think so.
A man of his experience? I don't think so. In fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in our chain. The one thing that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left.
Come on, it has to be Echo. Echo's the only one that's got
onto my
yellow on
drawings
his
here,
top.
and we'll see what happens when you compare the pieces I collected with the original design I found.
Hello, I am the murderer. See, because I've been staring at this yellow, cheesy looking thing, and I'm pretty sure that Echo was the only one that has yellow on his body.
Wait, you never found the body piece, the torso.
You're right, and I never would have found it. Not lying around. Not like the others.
But what does this have to do with the murderer surviving the rifle shot?
This torso is probably made out of some thick material. Something covering the culprit's entire upper body. I believe it may have even been enough to
Soften the impact from a bullet. Aha!
Exactly.
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume? How? It's everywhere. Not a single clue.
Oh, I was right the first time. Damn.
He's still wearing it.
Literally what I said. Literally what I said. Come on.
I don't know what you
See?
want of me. Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you. You worked it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Buggy. He shouldn't be pointing his
He's been
gun at a
hunting
unique
Buggy.
scientific specimen, not to mention his main attraction.
You're right. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret.
What I just said. The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Buggy.
The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
The hunter and the hunted.
A secret society, an order of hunters, seeking out mysterious and elusive creatures.
The order goes further than this one man, and much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is kind of distressing. I knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
it's
you
very-
finally come around. It's not just
But what about Remington? He was a member of this order?
He made Boggy his own personal project, his own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
He did. It was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog is just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder. You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
Oh gosh. How can you know what Boggy wanted?
How can you know what Boggy wanted? He might not be what you're...
Detective,
Here she
you.
is.
It's...
it's finished. Don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job to do.
What?
I don't know.
Not that it makes any difference to somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him. Convince him Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
Prank gone wrong. What did I say? What did I say? Prank gone wrong. Ah, gosh. What did he say? I was too proud that I got that right.
It makes a difference.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down the...
Hey, wait!
Do we have to see what's in there now? Wait! It's real?
Aha!
Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant. I genuinely didn't think I was going to see Boggy at the end of that. Gosh, well done, team. That was a good game. I really liked that game. That was really engaging. A lot of fun. I know you guys have already seen me play it, but hey, if you ever wanted to check it out for yourself. Oh!
What did they decide to do?
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And well, we agree with you, but I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We better be.
I need to keep an eye out, see if there's another one that comes out. What? I'm so glad I found this on Instagram. This was fun. I actually really like short games like this to play on stream. This was great. I actually really liked that game. Fun, thought the voice acting, right? That game was brilliant. What did you guys think? Did you guys like it?